Hello all and welcome to another video, and today I'm off to a boot sale, and that is because for years, or for quite a while, I've always thought there isn't actually a boot sale local to me, but I've actually gone and found one. Now, the time that they open is 10:30, but when they open at 10:30 they charge £3 to get in. They charge £2 at 11, and 12 o'clock and beyond they charge 50p, and I believe it closes at 3 o'clock. Now, seeing as I've never been before, I haven't even been to a boot sale in ages, I thought today would be a little bit more of a scouting mission as such, so that's why I've decided to come late for 50p to basically see how big it is, what sort of quality of stalls there are. I know that can vary from week to week, see if it's more markety based perhaps as well. You know, you get that at boot sales, a lot of sort of professional sellers or resellers or market stall type things, so I basically see that sort of things there. Now, I don't have a GoPro sort of strapped to my chest or anything like that. I only have my phone, so I don't know if or what sort of footage I'm going to be able to get from around the boot sale. I'll try, if possible, to throw something in there. And as I say, I'm going this late. I want to see if it's worth it. And by seeing if it's worth it and going this late, I already know it's not going to be worth it in regards to finding items of any quality. Obviously, the people that paid £3 to sort of get in at 10:30 are pretty much going to have nabbed everything decent and anything semi-decent. So, as I say, this is just a learning experience. But if I do find something that, I haven't got my 360 collection, or something I want to play that's a little bit common and it's, little to no money at all, then I'll pick it up. So hopefully I will still have something to show you from this little endeavour of mine. So yes, let's keep going, and I should arrive around about 12:15. So let's get into that boot sale and see if we could still find anything on this scouting mission.
He ignores the man. He won't ever come up to you and say, "Oh, hello, how you doing?" He goes for the dog. He always goes for the dog. Yeah. He's fine with dogs. He's just men without
What's your lose?
Okay, so we're done at the car boot sale, my first one for a very, very, very long time, and it was okay. It was a decent size. I can imagine though that boot sale being quite impacted by the weather, and obviously then probably not be worth going to if it was a damp, miserable, cold day or something like that. Certainly not worth paying £3 to go in for early. But however, I was quite happy to pay 50p and turn up at that time of day at 12 o'clock and have a little mosey round. I mean, there was stuff there. I was going to say, I can imagine all of the good stuff, like I said earlier, would have gone this morning to all the people that were willing to pay £3. And I mean, stuff that I didn't capture. I mean, I got a little bit of footage in there, but obviously people aren't too keen on you walking around with your phone out like I am now, in such a sort of congested area. So I snuck a little bit in there. So Stuff that I did see that I didn't capture. I saw one random PS1 game, but that was Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, so didn't even bother asking. One stall had a Guitar Hero live guitar and copy of the game for the PS3. Now I was kind of very interested in that until I stepped up to take a look at it, and that guitar was in ropey shape, and I think it was missing the dongle as well. So yeah, in the end I didn't even bother asking. One stall had a random copy of FIFA 15 on the Xbox One, so yeah, not interested in that in the slightest. You can buy that for 20p in game at the moment, as I saw the other day. Another box I found had a few Xbox original games in it. One caught my eye because it was a little bit of a quirky title. I mean, they were pretty much battered and beaten up. I think there was only 50p each, but took the disc out, scratched to high hell. Something I did catch in the footage was a little box of DVDs and a few DS items under a stall. I mean, that Care of Ornaments thing, I mean, I did, after I finished recording, kind of sneak my phone out and see if it was worth actually picking that up. That was actually new, and well, I say new, it was sealed, and in CX that's 50p, their sale price, and only £1, I wish, 1p trade credit. And the other DS titles that were there was something with mystery in the title, that was 80p trade-in. There was My Spanish Coach, which was 60p trade-in, and she wanted 50p per item, so, you know, for very little gain, wasn't worth it. I think that was pretty much everything I saw, but I did have a little bit of luck at one store. This guy had a box of games on the table. There were a load of PS2 titles in there for me to have a look through. I did indeed pick up one of those. Had a few Xbox 360 titles in there, but they were nothing special, and I think I actually had them all as well, so there was what I mean by nothing special, there was no trading value in them. So with that, let's show you indeed what I picked up from the boot sale, if I can find somewhere now just to plonk my bag down and show you a couple of items that I did indeed pick up. So jump cut. Right, so found someone to plonk my bag down and indeed show you why I've just picked up from my first cart boot sale in a very, very long time. So I went to this one store and they had a box full of DVDs on the floor, priced up at 10p each, and I noticed all these Simpsons ones amongst them. So I thought, Simpsons, there might be a little bit of value in there, so I kind of did pick them up straight away, went away, had to think about it. Yeah, looked up the values on CX on my phone. Now the trading credit for all of these at CX is only 32p, 3 of them are 10p, 2 of them are 1p, but the sale price at CX for the lot is actually £7. So I thought, for what is 50p, it may well be worth just picking them up, sticking them on eBay as a bundle lot, and see if I can make just a couple of quid out of it to invest in some more games. So I then had another thought, because if you'll notice here, there's one here of Homer all Santed up on it, and 2 of them are actually Christmas ones. So what I thought about doing was actually, yeah, sticking these 3 together up now and selling them as a bundle, but then leave it 3 months till the beginning of December, and then maybe sell these 2 together in a lot on eBay as well, you know, try and sort of maximize the chance of getting a couple of quid more out of them because of the time of year. So yeah, probably going to hang on to those for 2 or 3 months and then pass them up. So I also said about a stall that had a few PS2 games in a box. There were some other games amongst it as well, so I did actually pick up one game from that stall, and I picked up Sonic Heroes, and that was because, yeah, it's a Sonic game, big Sonic fan, really want to give this game a try, never played it before, and it was absolutely a proper minting box copy of the game. Honestly, disc is scratch free, pulled it out and had a check, manual's in there, nice and mint as well. He was charging £1 a game, so a lot of the games there, they weren't worth it. They were pretty much your common PS2 titles, but this one I thought for a quid was well worth it, because the trading value at CX is actually £1.20, and the sale price at CX is £3.50, so well worth picking that up, I thought, you know, because I actually want to play this one. So that is all I picked up from the boot sale for, you know, for the first time in over ages that I've ever been to a boot sale, and it was good. It was enjoyable to go out there, and I was going to say, you know, I thought if the weather was crap, actually that might have not been worth going to, but the weather was glorious and there was enough stalls there for me to want to go to. But what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to be a little bit mental here, and I'm going to add like half an hour's walking time to my journey, because I'm going to go and hit up the big charity superstores, which I go to quite frequently, as sort of a little bit of a bonus, and hope, fingers crossed, there's actually something in there for me to pick up, or at least for me to film for you guys to see what's in there. So yeah, let's get me walking boots on and get moving and get to those big charity shops, and hopefully there is something. Okay, so as you'll see, that charity shop had a replenished of stock, certainly since the last time I went there, where I went there twice in one day. But also, by going there twice in one day, I've learned which member of staff I want on the counter. Because when I visited that shop twice in one day, both times I left with 2 games. The first time I was charged 50p for both, second time I was charged 50p for each, which is what they normally charge. Anyway, that young lad that charged 50p for both was in there and working again. And from the shelf, I picked out 4 games and a DVD. Took them to the counter, put them on the counter. That'll be £1, please. Now, some of the things that I left behind, I left a baseball game. The only reason why I left that behind, I was going to put it in the collection. It was only worth 50p anyway, but I was going to put it in the collection if it was mint and complete. Sadly, the disc on that one was ropey, so I had to leave that one behind. Left a PS3 game, which was like Darts Broadway, again 50p game with 1p trade, so I left that behind. But as I say, in hindsight, if I know that he was just going to charge £1 for 5 and probably charge £1 for 10, because in there they charge £1 for 10 DVDs and vinyl combined. So he probably either thought they were DVDs or just part of the offer. So anyway, without further ado, as Big Mike would say, the 5 stuff that I picked up is here. There we go. Batman Arkham Origins on the PS3. Now that's got £1.40 trading, I think. That PlayStation 2 game I picked up basically because it's a very nice mint copy of the game. It's a game I haven't actually seen around, never heard of it. Anyway, 40p trading on that one, but that's going to be going to a fellow collector and member of the community, hopefully. The Biggest Loser Ultimate Workout is one I haven't got in the collection. I mean, that's got 60p trading with a sale value of £2. And F1 Race Stars, which I do have, has £3 trade and is a £5 game in CX. So that one will be traded in. And then I picked up a copy of Disney's Cars. I'm starting to look out for Disney DVDs more, because can perhaps get a little bit of resale value in them. Sometimes they have a little bit of small trade value in it. That's got 80p trading. It sells for £3.50 in CEX. So again, I might just bung that on eBay as it is and make a couple of quid out of it. But £1 for these 5 games, 20p each. Absolute steal, well worth that half-an-hour walk. I mean, the half-an-hour walk was going to be well worth it anyway, because I did actually stop at McDonald's for a large strawberry milkshake for the second half of the walk. It's about halfway between there and the charity shops. But that was well worth it. I've had a good day out, to be honest with you. It's been nice to get to a boot sale. It was well worth stopping at that charity shop. I'm going to have to keep going there as much as I possibly can. They have stock in all the time. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much indeed for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please by all means hit a thumbs up. I'm looking to do more of these types of videos in the future. So if you enjoyed these, please feel free to subscribe as well. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. And as always, please do take care.